Hello and good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. My name is Sarah, and I promised an update last Monday, or the Monday before that. It's been a long couple of weeks. I got through chemo, totally fine. That chemo ended on Friday. By Sunday, I felt great. And then ended up in the ER on Wednesday. And I just realized, I think I ended up in the ER on Groundhog Day, which I thought was kind of ironic. Anyways, I don't have a bowel obstruction. I have a partial bowel obstruction that's forming again. And this is just one of the potentials after having major abdominal surgery. So I have a little part of my scar that sort of dips in and makes contact with my small intestine through the fascia. And, scar tissue's doing its job. It's holding everything together. But unfortunately, it's attached to my small intestine in a way that's causing the small intestine to narrow slightly. So it's manageable. So here's the good thing. I'm not having to have emergency surgery. I can probably manage this until I have to have surgery to undo the ostomy, the stoma. Bad news is it's a potential blockage. And so that's kind of, I was going to get through this without crying. So that was kind of just a potential, something I just have to keep an eye on. I can't eat salads anymore. Seeds, corn. Corn is, oh my gosh. I know better. I totally know better. I knew this from when I had a blockage before, that corn just wrecks me, and it doesn't matter if it's corn chips, popcorn, corn on the cob, fresh corn. Doesn't matter. Corn tortillas, my favorite. Anyways, I know better. I totally know better. I got amnesia. After my last chemo, I just had such a craving for corn chips, and I couldn't find a small bag, so I just bought a whole bag and ate that over like 3 days. And sometimes you just have this feeling, there's like a little voice in the back of your head. It's not quite loud enough for you to hear, but you just know better. Anyways, I ignored that. I ended up in the ER. I'm not saying it's the corn's fault, but combination of everything. And so fine. Nothing major going on. And then this week I was supposed to do chemo. My chemo got delayed because my absolute neutrophil count is too low. My white blood cells are too low. So I've always had a pretty healthy stash of white blood cells on board. At least the 5 to 12, 11 or 12 range, like perfectly healthy. I'd always bounce back from every chemo session. No problem. In 2 weeks, I could do it again. And what do you see, Buddha? Buddha's hanging out with me too. Anyway, so my white blood cells did not bounce back. They were low when I was in the ER, and I kind of wish the doc or the nurse had the hindsight to give me the medication to raise my white blood cell count then, because I was like a 2, which of course is too low for chemo. Oh my God. Okay. God, I hope she's okay. Got Buddha out of bed. Anyway, so today is Wednesday. I'm supposed to do chemo today. That's not going to happen. But I did get, like I said, medication to raise my white blood cells. And apparently I was supposed to, it's kind of standard practice to always have that after each chemo session. I just never needed it. So it's not a problem until it's a problem, I guess. Which, I felt pretty good about that. But, it's the middle of winter, Omicron and COVID and all that crap is still circulating pretty heavily. And been under, I don't want to say a fair amount of stress, but been feeling the stress lately. Anyways, I'm just anxious to get these last 2 rounds over with. And when I get frustrated, I cry. I don't get angry. I just get not even sad. It's just I get frustrated and I start crying. Anyway, so trying not to do that this last couple of days and just kind of roll with it. It is what it is. We're going to retest my white blood cells tomorrow, and the medication I took should get me up to where I need to be. And hopefully we can do chemo on Friday, or maybe even partially over the weekend. Gosh darn it. I knew that thing was going to break. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me throw this back on. Jeez Louise. Is that it? Sorry. Okay, I'm not going to touch that. Hi, Boop. How you doing? Hi, Boo-boos. You want to sit on my lap? Okay. Anyways. So, not bad news, not really good news. My big highlight this last week was that between being in the ER on Wednesday and my last appointment on Sunday, I had a busy week and I felt great. I felt amazing. Like, I hadn't felt that in a while. So my stomach felt really good. It always does after I'm in the ER, and they don't actually do anything for my stomach. It's just so confusing. Anyways, so I was feeling great. Took as many appointments as I possibly could. Just took advantage of it. So just one step at a time is what I'm doing. I'm going to go take Buddha for his walk, and I don't feel like going to the grocery store. I just don't feel like exposing myself to people and germs and all that good stuff. So anyhow, I hope everyone's doing well. I don't have much to say other than just this is an exercise in patience. It's either an exercise in patience or frustration. I'm going to go with patience because patience feels a little bit better than frustration, and patience feels more like acceptance, and acceptance feels closer to gratitude, and gratitude is where I want to be, and just be okay with it. It's just life. I hate saying things happen for a reason, but I don't know why these last 2 have been so tough to just knock them out. Anyways, hopefully it's the last 2. And that's it. That's all I got. I kept it under 10 minutes, so thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope you're well. Bye.